What up, YouTube? Team Movies here, and happy Thanksgiving. Now, of course, Thanksgiving is a time to spend with families and all. So today, I decided to talk about TV families because there's been some really great TV families over the years, whether they're sitcom families, drama families. But I feel like sitcom families are actually more better than families from drama shows. But today, I of course decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite TV families of all time. Because, like I said, there's been some really great ones over the years. And some of them could be very relatable, and some of them aren't all that relatable at times. But, yeah, these are some families that you just love to hang out. And sometimes these are literally TV families you wish was your own. Anyway, with that being said, here's my 10 favorite TV families. Alright, coming in at number 10, it is The Goldbergs. Now, this is one of like modern shows on this list. The Goldbergs is based on the it's actually based on the real life of the series creator Adam Goldberg, and it really of course defines the 80s. You know, you got Wendy McCullough who plays the very overbearing mom. You know, Beverly Goldberg. You got Jeff Garlin as the very lazy father Mary Goldberg, who always is mean to his kids. Like he calls Barry a moron. He calls a lot of the other kids morons, but you know, moron is kind of his is I guess you could say there's lots of TV dads who have catchphrases and all, but moron is definitely his favorite word in this. And of course, the kids, you got Troy Gento, who plays the oldest son of Barry Goldberg. You got Haley Araneta, who plays the daughter Erica Goldberg. Sean Gimbrone plays Adam Goldberg, who I admit, the Adam Goldberg character, I really relate to that character. I mean, that kid is so much of a geek like I am. You know, like I am. You know, he loves Star Wars. He loves comic books. I mean, this is definitely a relatable character to me. And of course, you got the legendary George Segal as the grandfather in this. And they all, of course, lived. I guess should say not all of them live together now because you guys know the recent seasons of the Goldbergs. Erica and Barry ended up going to college, so there's that. But yeah, the Goldbergs, I freaking love the show. It's really funny. You know, the characters are very relatable. Wendy McCullough, like her mother, like the her mother role of Beverly Goldberg, she is very overbearing. I mean, at times she could embarrass her kids once in a while, but it shows she really do love and value her kids. And yeah, the Goldbergs is really great. Like if you guys never watched the Goldbergs, go watch it. It's a really hilarious show. All right, coming in at number 9, it is the Bundys from Married with Children. Now, Married with Children, you got Ed O'Neill as the dad, Al Bundy. You've got Kathy Segal as his wife, Peg Bundy. You also got Christina Applegate who plays their daughter, Kelly. You've got David Faustino who plays the misguided son here. And they were, of course, rude, crude, and even disturbing at times. Now, years before Ed O'Neill, of course, was in ended up being in Modern Family. He of course was Al Bundy, and yeah, the Al Bundy character he's kind of a very crude like that's literally a character that would not that literally won't be a character today. But of course, it was pretty cool seeing Ed O'Neill like years before he played the Jay character on Modern Family. He portrayed a really great dad in the form of Al Bundy on Married with Children. And yeah, I really do want to see Married with Children maybe getting revived. I mean, Modern Family is coming to an end, so Ed O'Neill will have a lot of time on his plate now. Kathy Segal, I mean, God knows how long the Connors will be around for, and she's of course a serious regular on the Connors, so she might have some time on her hand. Although Christina Applegate has that Netflix thing dead to me, so I don't know if she'll have much time. But man, I will literally be down to see another Married with Children. Although I really don't think a Married with Children can really work in today's standards, because there are jokes on Married with Children that you cannot get away with in 2019 or 2020 or whatever. But yeah, if you guys haven't really seen Married with Children by now, they play loads of reruns. And the Bundy family are very relatable here. And yeah, definitely go check out Married with Children if you guys haven't seen that. All right. Coming in at number 8, it is, of course, a drama, and that is arguably one of the greatest dramas there is, and that is The Sopranos. I mean, The Sopranos is, you got James Gandolfini, who, of course, plays the patriarch, boss here, Tony Soprano, and, of course, you've got Edie Falco, who played his wife, Carmela Soprano. Jamie Lynn Sigler played the daughter, Meadow Soprano. Robert Lyer played the son, AJ Soprano. You of course had Dominic Chanez, who plays Tony's pops here. The late Nancy Marchand played the mother here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tony Soprano is of course crime boss, and but he is kind of a very loving and developed family man. The on-screen relationship between Tony Soprano and his wife Carmela is really great. He has great on-screen presence with his kids in this. And Sopranos is obviously one of the greatest TV shows there is. And yeah, definitely go check out The Sopranos if you guys haven't seen that. All right. Okay, coming in at number 7 might be a bit awkward to talk about because with everything recent going on. But my number 7 pick is going to the Huxtables, The Cosby Show. Okay. Now, I know it's very awkward to talk about The Cosby Show without bringing up Bill Cosby and everything and with the accusations and all that. So it is a little difficult to talk about The Cosby Show. But you can't rewrite history. The Cosby Show is still, despite everything with going on with Bill Cosby and all, The Cosby Show is still a TV classic. Bill Cosby as the pops Cliff Huxtable, who's of course a doctor here. You got Phylicia Rashad as the wife, Claire Huxtable. They of course have 4 daughters and 1 son. The daughters are Sandra, Denise, Vanessa, and Rudy, while the son is Dio. And his Cosby's on-screen chemistry with his family in this is really great to watch. I mean, you really believe him as an actual true family. And The Cosby Show, I do actually have seen a couple of reruns in recent years, and despite everything going on now, the show still holds up. It's still a funny show. Yeah, the Huxtables are a bit dysfunctional at times, but it's on last. I mean, it's still a great show despite everything going on nowadays. And I mean, they of course deal with lots of stuff like serious subjects like Dio's experience with Alessia, or they even dealt with a teen pregnancy at times. I mean, this show dealt with some really serious issues, but it still played with all laughs, and I still get a kick out of the show. Alright. Coming in at number 6, speaking of shows that would never get made today, and probably won't even work in today's standards, number 6 will be The Bunkers, for All in the Family. Now, like Married with Children, this is literally a show that won't go well in today's standards. It's a hilarious show, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, just like the world today isn't ready for Al Bundy, definitely the world is not ready for Archie Bunker. I mean, the Archie Bunker character, he is very much, very much a bigot. he have of course said racist stuff loads of times. I mean, yeah, that's literally a character that won't get made in today's standards. Like if people today really watch All in the Family, they will get offended. And of course, you got Carol O'Connor who did wonderful as Archie Bunker. Gene Stapleton played his wife Edith Bunker. You had Rob Reiner who played Archie's son-in-law Micah, while Sally Struthers played the daughter Gloria Stevick, who of course ends up getting married to Micah Trout. Yeah, I mean, All in the Family, it does have an iconic theme song as well. All in the Families really shine. I mean, a lot of the family lists are very relatable. And yeah, All in the Family is definitely a classic. I mean, like I said, this is definitely a show that won't get made today, but it's still great. If you guys ever watch All in the Family, definitely go check that show out. Alright, coming in at number 5, it is the Gallaghers from Shameless. Now, they do always fight and bicker at each other, but there are times where the Gallagher family really show affection for one another. Like, the Gallaghers have always helped out each other. Even Frank have helped out a couple of times, and he could be not that great of a dad. And, I mean, you got Frank Gallagher, played by William H. Macy, as the Pops. You got Amy Russom as the oldest daughter, Fiona, who ends up, I guess you could say, ends up becoming like, she's a sister, but at times she actually ends up feeling more like the mother to the kids. I mean, they got some really big family. I mean, you've got the oldest son is of course Lip, played wonderfully by Jeremy Allen White. Cameron Monaghan plays Ian. You also have Emma Kenny who plays Debbie. Who, by the way, I quite like. I've always liked the Debbie character. Now in season 10, I will say one thing. I'm not really digging Debbie anymore in season 10. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The actress Emma Kenny, she plays the character great, but the character is kind of being a little snotty in the season. And yeah. Anyway, yeah, shit. Stop that. Anyway, yeah, Shameless is seriously one of my favorite shows on TV, and the family could be very relatable at times. They really feel like a actual like a family. You literally like, I'm not gonna lie, I literally have seen people who remind me of the Gallaghers a couple times. And yeah, I mean, Shameless is going through its 10th season. God knows if this is gonna be the last season or not. But the show's been on the air for like since 2011, and it's still great. If you guys still never watched Shameless, it is also a U.S. remake of the UK series, but Shameless is really great, and the Gallaghers they are one of a kind there. All right, coming in at number 4, going to the Griffins from Family Guy. Now, I'm gonna say this now. In my list, The Simpsons are not on my list. Now, I'm not really the biggest fan of The Simpsons. I don't really hate The Simpsons. I mean, it's an okay show, but it's not really a show that like stuck with me. But Family Guy, I'm gonna say the unpopular opinion. I actually prefer Family Guy over The Simpsons. I'm sorry, I just really find Family Guy slightly more funnier, and the family dynamic is great. You got Peter Griffin, who plays the pops in this. You've got of course you got Lois Griffin, who plays the wife. Brian, who definitely is part of the family, despite being just a dog. You got Stewie Griffin, who plays the baby in this. Chris, Meg. Obviously, Peter does lots of not so great stuff to his kids. And they are a family who lives at Quahog, Rhode Island. And they're really dysfunctional. I mean, they have crazy scenarios that happens in each episode. And Peter is, of course, a very drunken pops. but it's all for laughs. Yeah, the Griffins are some really funny characters, and yeah, Family Guy has been. It's seriously a show that has been going on since 1999, and the show still holds up. Like they still make more Family Guy episodes, and to be honest, I really don't see Family Guy ever slowing down anytime soon. Alright. Now, coming in at number 3, it's actually another animated family. Now, if it wasn't for this show, we probably wouldn't have The Simpsons or Family Guy or anything like that. Coming in at number 3, it's going to the Flintstones. I mean, they are, they of course are a family from Bedrock, and it's, I guess you could say, it has a bit of a honeymooners feel to it. It was a animated show from the I think it was from the 1960s or 70s. I can't remember the actual decade Flintstones first premiered. But the Flintstones is one of the most iconic, funniest animated sitcoms there is. Like I said, if it wasn't for the Flintstones, we wouldn't have Family Guy, Simpsons, or anything like that. Flintstones really paved the way for those type of shows, those type of family sitcoms we got now. And of course, you got plus, you got the lovable pops, Fred Flintstone. You got Wilma as his wife. You also got their neighbors, Barney Rubbles and Betty. Their kid, of course, Fred and Wilma kid is Pebbles, while Bam Bam is Barney and Betty's son. Yeah, the Flintstones is hands down really awesome. It is one of the best animated shows of all time. It's from Hanna-Barbera. It's a classic. If you guys haven't really seen the Flintstones, definitely go check the original out. Alright. Now, my number 2 favorite is going to the Tanners from Full House. Now, of course, you got, if you guys don't know, Full House is where, this dad's wife ends up getting killed due to a drunk driver. And so he has to take care of his kids by himself. And so his best friend, Joey, played by David Coulier, and his brother-in-law, played by John Stamos, ends up coming in, moving in to help him out. You of course have Bob Saget as a Danny. You also got some other great players, of course the kids are played by you got Candace Cameron Bure, who plays the oldest daughter DJ. You got Jodie Sweetin, who plays the middle child Stephanie, while the older twins plays of course plays youngest Michelle. Now the older twins actually had to switch back a couple times. And yeah, Full House is definitely a real classic sitcom. It is definitely one of the best sitcoms of all time, in my opinion. The family, of course, the kids do get in trouble, and Danny ends up teaching them life lessons and all. And the father and daughter dynamic chemistry with them are just really great. Yeah, Full House is definitely a show that really still still holds up today, and of course, Full House is still around because we got Fuller House on Netflix. So they go from the Tanners to the Fullers, so there's that too. But yeah, Full House is definitely the Tanners are definitely some really cool on-screen family. All right, now my number 1 favorite TV family of all time goes to a story about the Braves, and they are the Brave Bunch. Now, the song is iconic. I mean, speaking of the Brave Bunch song, you guys gotta check out the Brave Bunch song that the Avengers sang on the Jimmy Fallon show when they were promoting Infinity War. That's a pretty cool segment right there. Anyway, back to the Brave Bunch. Yeah, the Brave Bunch is, I mean, yeah, this show features a wife these two couples who both have kids from different sides, and they become the Brady Bunch. I mean, of course, you got You got Robert Reed, who of course plays the dad, Mike. You got Florence Henderson, who plays the mother, Carol, the mother and wife, Carol. You also got other great folks like you got Marie McCormick, who plays Marsha Brady. Susan Olsen plays Cindy Brady. Barry Williams is Greg. Christopher Knight is Pierre. You also got Mike Lookingland, who plays Bobby. And there's some really interesting storylines, including like one of the Peter ends up being teased for joining a glee club, while you know, and then, of course a lot of the kids do bicker and fight once in a while, and it's a really classic sitcom. I mean, it's a show that really still readvanced today. It, I mean, the song is of course iconic. Yeah, Florence Henderson as a mother was great. It's definitely the Braves are definitely the best TV families of all time, and yeah, I mean I'll be down to see like a reboot in the near future, but yeah, Brady Bunch is definitely great. If you guys haven't really seen the Brady Bunch by now, go give it a go. It's a TV classic sitcom right there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, the Goldbergs. 9, the Bundys for Married with Children. 8, the Sopranos for The Sopranos. 7, the Huxtables for The Cosby Show. 6, the Bunkers from All in the Family. 5, the Gallaghers from Shameless. 4, the Griffins from Family Guy. 3, the Flintstones from Flintstones. 2, the Tanners from Full House. And 1, the Bradys from the Brady Bunch. Now, there's loads of other ones I probably could have added. Modern Family, of course. You also got, family from Game of Thrones. I mean, the Targaryen family, come on. Of course, the Fosters, Empire. Family Ties, Happy Days, The OC, Who's the Boss, My Wife and Kids, Step by Step, Home Improvement, Sister Sister, Big Love, Different Strokes, The Jetsons, Switch at Birth, The Fosters. I mean, I could go whole list, like lots of great TV families around. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Who are some of your favorite TV families of all time? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movie signing off.